And that's when all that trouble came. When I made Bubba Gang, and that's on Bubba name. Why slide on them? This is for my enemies. I'm gonna ride on them. Screaming, Lord, forgive me. I'm gonna slide on them. Hey, if you in here watching right now, boy, do not get on here talking about no. Yeah. Amen. If if you are currently on the live, please let me know if y'all can hear me before I get started. Slide on them. This is for my enemies. I'm gonna slide on them. It's like it's so crazy to me because, well, let me start off by saying this. I like Mo3's Slide on Them better than I do Trap Boy Freddy's t-shirt. When I think of Trap Boy Freddy's t-shirt, it's kind of like, well, damn, that hoe went hard, but you tried. When I hear Mo3 Slide on Them, it's like he was just freestyling. Like, I really think Rainwater and the team, shout out to HSM Family, I really think they pulled that one out their ass, though. They just had a video of Mo3 freestyling in a car, and they threw that bitch to one of the best engineers they got, and he got that bitch rocking and rolling. Slide on them. Yeah, man, earlier today I went live to discuss the Ducky P situation, but I definitely wanted to run it back because I know my connection was so poor and so trash, but I know the message was there. And I want to make sure that those who came for the message get the message. I know that there are some people here for mess, and that's okay. If you're here for the mess, go to one of those other blogs. You know, I'm going to get straight to it. Ducky P was killed. He was shot and killed. It's not out yet by who or how. Ducky P was involved in several beefs. I knew Ducky P personally. I considered him somebody I fucked with in the rap game to a degree. Where even though I fucked with niggas with more clout that didn't like him, I would still post him. I first came across Ducky P through Sperry Springer. They was dropping videos. Sperry was shooting for him. He started managing him. Then Ducky P dropped Ain't Going Out Like CJ Casino and No Yayo signed him. Ducky P started climbing the ladder of success. His friend Banzo Bling, he caught the body, uh, allegedly, with Mo3. We interviewed Ducky after that, and I believe sometime before that. Uh, Ducky, he linked us with Banzo. Uh, he worked with my boy, My Way TV, who he was one of the cameramen who I put on early in their career, and helped him get things jumping. Slide on them. Amen. And so I wanted to say that early on so no one thinks I have anything against Ducky P. The song Slide on Them, coincidentally by Mo3, is simply stuck in my head because it dropped 2 days ago. And I am a Mo3 fan. So was Ducky P before the beef. So was Ducky P. Ducky P actually said he wanted to squash the beef. So if anybody's watching and think adversely of Ducky P, I want you to know that Ducky P, toward the end of his life, was not wanting to look over his shoulders. He did not want to be in fear of dying and losing his life. That wasn't the man that Ducky P was. To be honest, Ducky P comes from a family of real niggas. You know, he just happened to get caught up in all the internet shit and the rap shit. And unfortunately, people will look at that and say that's why Ducky P crashed out. No, Yayo's not the reason to blame. You can't blame Yayo. You can't blame Trap Boy. You can't blame anybody but Ducky. Ducky did what he wanted to do. I think there are situations and circumstances that happen in our life that cause us to do and involve ourselves in certain things. And a lot of people don't like what I'm saying here, but uh, it has to be said that the only thing that is guaranteed from the streets, again, is prison or death. Now, you don't have to be uh you don't have to be in the streets to reach prison or death at an early age, but it is important for us to notate that that is the reality. Ducky P was rapping, he was talking his shit, he was popping his shit. It was very interesting. We liked Ducky P. It was sensationalized. He was beginning to promote himself um, as a character. He was beginning to use his platform. Almost reminded me of Sauce Walker to a degree. And so when I see Ducky P and I see the moves that he's making, you have to be entertained by it. And essentially you gotta respect it. You gotta respect his gangster. You gotta respect where Ducky P is coming from. Now before I got cut off, I was talking about the rap politics of Ducky P's death. So now you're gonna see a bunch of rappers come out and have something to say. If you're from Oak Cliff, you're gonna have something to say, or at least you should. You know what I'm saying? Like uh uh Jorge Jefe, he's popping bottles right now. Apparently, is another Oak Cliff holiday, as fucked up as it sounds. Ducky P's from Oak Cliff. If you go to EBK Cyrac, he talking shit like y'all claiming work that ain't yours. Y'all and when nobody sliding on Ducky, like when spinning on Ducky, so why y'all making fun of that man's death? And he's from the Cliff. Uh, you're gonna have Mo3's camp talking that talk. You know what I'm saying? Like these things are going on. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hey, excuse me, young lady. Yes, you walking with the bag. Are you sure before you go? Yeah, I had to get off and shoot my shot at some shit, man. I'm about to fuck up. Hey, man. Where was I at? We was talking rap politics, correct? So I'm gonna make this real brief, but expect to see some shit talk. If you go on Instagram, you see the shit talk from No Flaw Peach. Um, expect to see bloggers implicate people from Mo3's camp. Um, but while I see people getting implicated, it is duly noted that nobody is um, nobody knows anything yet. People aren't really saying what happened. What I can tell you for a fact is there was a shootout. Somebody laughing. It was a shootout. Okay. Now, what also has to be noted is all of the beef. Like Ducky P, I don't think he knew what he was doing, and he said he didn't know. But when he was fuck, but when he was doing all that dissing on Mo3, he didn't know that that was gonna make him one of the most hated and feared rappers in Dallas. And another thing that I can tell you with certainty is he didn't want to be that. He didn't want to be that. A lot of people didn't know how much Mo3 was loved. So if you're a Ducky P supporter, I want you to know. Somebody said next time you, damn man, there wasn't even nobody right there. I was just joking on for the camera. Y'all boys is hell. Yeah, I just ran over a curve. Tripping. I'm gonna slide on them. Tell your favorite rapper to post a video of them outside. I bet they can't do it. And this when all that trouble came, when I made Bubba Gang. But yes, I do want it to be noted that the politics of this shit suck because of Ducky P's affiliation with Mo3's alleged killer, Banzo Bling. It makes it like, okay, a lot of people saying Mo3's rappers aren't getting get back. And now it's kind of like, well, fuck Trap Boy Freddy. They just did something to like the a close friend of Banzo Bling. If you know anything about Banzo Bling, he's who got arrested for the shooting of 3. Politics. So let's talk a little bit about these rap politics. So now we're about to hear a string of disses, or the other option is for no dissing to take place. For us to just consider this a loss. You know what I'm saying? Just write this one off as a loss. You know, do whatever has to happen, closed doors. But if people start rapping about it, if there are people who start rapping about it, it's gonna make the situation worse. The situation is already not necessarily a good situation. Who the fuck? What the fuck? Oh yeah, I'm about to go in there. This is not a good situation for the city of Dallas. This is not a good look for the city of Dallas. I don't give a fuck what side you're on. If you're on the 3 side, or if you're on the Trap Boy side, if you're on the Banzo Born Pay side, like it doesn't matter what side you're on, the Jorge Hefe side, the Ducky P side. This is not a good look for the city of Dallas, and don't let anybody pretend that it is. Because when we lose a rapper, those are like figures, and people who didn't give a fuck about Ducky P now have to, because the fans and bloggers will instigate it so much and propagate it so much to where now people feel like they're obligated to do something about it when they're honestly, in retrospect, they're not. You know what I mean? But because of the internet hyping them up and hyping them on, which obviously you should be a little more responsible than just to uh get ready to do somebody some just because uh a song was made about you, or just because a post was made about you. But the reality is these niggas is dumb. They have no education, they have no future, they have no goals. And so, in other words, they have nothing to live for except for their respect and their name. And so, because somebody is playing with their name on the internet, whether true or false, they don't know how to do that, and they won't know how to do that or deal with that. So, what they do in response to that is they react. So now you got somebody who has never met Ducky P, who doesn't know Ducky P. He just knows who he's affiliated with, or rather who he's not affiliated with, and they're dissing and they're hyping shit up. My message to the rappers, man, come on, man. Don't feed into the fans. You know, feed in what you know from being real and being in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever education and hood and principles and morals that you were raised to believe in and stand with. Um, for my people in the middle, the message for you guys is that the streets only lead you to 2 places: prison and death. You don't have to be in the streets to reach those places, but in those places is guaranteed. Just because Ducky was dissing doesn't mean that that's why he was killed. That doesn't mean that. There's a lot of shootings that go on randomly and on cliff and no purpose in no cliff. Ducky P was all out in North Dallas. I've seen him plenty of times. But unfortunately, every dog has his day. Real Tune signing out. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm looking in the comments. Internet beef, I decline that.